Welcome to Braunhaven. We're going to be picking up where we left off last week. These guys, wow, whole bunch of stuff happened. These guys went to the town of Gunstein, where they met. What was his name? God, I created him, and I don't remember. He's a cleric from Erebachia that has set up, kind of set up shop in Gunstein. His name is. He is the town elder and his name is Zaid El Rahman. And at one point, Zaid became very sick, and he had fever dreams during this illness. And when he finally was well enough, he woke up and was compelled to build a contraption that he had these fever dreams about, and that contraption was an airship. And so he's built the airship, but it hasn't gone anywhere, and he hasn't even made a maiden voyage with it or anything. And these guys convinced him that they could help him try test some things out since they have a feather token fan, so they can use wind to propel it. And so uh, they talked him into ferrying them across the fjord to the wreck of a ship called the Jokulsa. They have a treasure map says that there's treasure there, and he agreed. Upon arriving, they ran into four frost giants and their retinue of polar bears that were moving towards the wreck, probably for a similar purpose. I mean, nobody's asked them, but that's the obvious connotation here. And frost giants being what they are, there was a big fight that ensued, and one of the frost giants threw a boulder and took the airship down, and it has crashed on the shores of the great inland sea here amidst this big fight. So that's where we will be picking up. Before we get started, we'd like to point out that we do have a merch store via Zazzle. We've got t-shirts and hoodies, and there's whiskey rocks glasses and beer steins, all sorts of stuff, including wall poster maps of the Glossian Empire Braunhaven region. So these 100% of the proceeds from that store goes back into our channel. It helps cover the cost of things like uh, Incarnate Pro, which we use to make our maps. It helps cover the cost of Roll20 Pro, even the cost of the Filmora Wondershare software that we use to make these videos. So if you would like to help us out, help make ends meet, these are all these little nitpicky subscriptions that seem to gang up on us at the end of each month. If you'd like to help us make ends meet, go get yourself a hoodie. The hoodies are black hoodies, and they have character sketches of the characters from today's game on them. And we appreciate everything you do for us. Also of note, there is a St. Patrick's Day sale going on for the Braunhaven campaign books over on Drive Through RPG. 50% off through Tuesday morning of March 18th. So limited window to get half off on the PDFs. So if you're wanting some adventures or a new campaign world to bounce your characters into and be cruel to them, go pick up some half-price PDFs. Okay, so the polar bears, the bears.
Let me try and remember that my character has the defender ability this time.
Right. So these two polar bears are going to attack Dentry.
Can you put the cleric dude that
Bring
was
it.
on the boat on the map?
No, and I'll tell. We'll get to that when we get to Malachi. Let's see. Okay, so they get. Wow, polar bears are vicious. 2 claw attacks and a bite. And if both the claw attacks hit, they get an automatic bear hug. So, first polar bear on Dentry. 15 isn't going to do it. 13's not gonna do it. So the two claws, Gentry,
Do I get a Avenger for each attack or just for the character?
just for the character. But hold on,
Okay.
I'm not done. Gentry fends off the two attack claws, and an 18's not going to do it for a bite. So go ahead and make your Avenger attack. Oof,
Ooh.
max damage. All right, what is your max damage?
13.
13. That polar bear needs to make a morale check. Is what he needs to do. And he succeeds. All right. Second polar bear. Claw. Claw. You've got what, 20, 22, 23 AC?
Let me double.
He's got a displacement cloak too.
Oh, that's right.
23, and I have the displacement cloak, yeah.
Yep. Okay, and then a bite attack. Not going to do it. You get another Avenger attack. That's going to hit. 8. And that polar bear makes his morale check. Staying in the fight. Alright, so then this polar bear is going to make an attack on Jackson. Is Jackson wearing a displacement cloak?
Jackson doesn't have anything like that, just chainmail and the +3 shield.
Okay, so a 17.
Nope.
That does hit?
No, 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 no.
No, okay. Second claw attack, 19.
Nope.
And bite attack, 24.
Yes. Ow, jerk.
So it clamps down on one of Jackson's arms and does 9 points of damage.
Damn.
Uh, this polar bear is going to attack Mavis. A 12 probably doesn't do it.
No.
Another claw, a 17.
Um, it says if I got my shield up, it doesn't hit.
Okay. And then a bite attack. Ugh, 11. I really thought it was going to land on that. So it does a whole bunch of stuff that looks impressive, but just is not. This polar bear is going to attack. Both of these polar bears are going to attack Goodman. A 24.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, 24. For 5 points of damage from a claw. Second claw attack. 10's not going to do it. And a bite. 19? Probably
Nope.
not.
21.
And the second polar bear claw, a 20 misses. And a 24 is going to hit for another 2 points of damage. And a bite attack of 11 is not. These polar bears. 40. He will move there. They're both going to attack Alora. But she's got no, she doesn't. She has an elven clip. So claw bite. A 20 probably hits Alora
Yeah.
for 5 points.
Okay.
Another claw. It's gonna miss with a 7. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And a bite. A 19's probably gonna hit.
Yes.
For another 4 points. Other polar bear claw. Oof. Claw natural 20 for 6 points. Another claw. 14? I don't remember what Alora's AC is.
Oh, it's 15.
Okay, so that does hit
Hell yeah.
for another 5 points. And it wraps its big berry arms around
Oh,
Alora in a.
wait, you rolled a 14. I said her AC 15.
Oh,
So
I
why
thought you
was
said
that?
13. Okay. No, yes,
Yeah,
he misses.
sorry, it's 15.
And then bite attack. 18
No,
hits
that hits.
for 9 points. It clamps down.
Okay, I have 0 hit points.
Okay, so Alora,
Laura.
make a death save. You want to roll over your death save.
14 was with over hit. So,
Okay, so you save, but you are unconscious.
okay.
Peppermint, what would you like to do?
Um,
So you
I
got a.
can't do much with that.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a polar. Oh no, there's a polar bear right in front of you attacking Mavis.
Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and slam that one. let's see. 13 to hit?
That hits.
Okay, cool. Or 13 points.
Ooh, so Peppermint brings that battle axe down and crunches all the way into the spine of this polar bear and drops him
There's too many of them.
off the map. Did she want to move at all?
Um, this is not the worst spot to be in.
No, it's not awful.
I think I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Alora is unconscious.
Mhm.
So Malachi, you are in the crashed wreckage of this of what used to be the airship. I mean, it didn't
Yep. Sounds
completely
like I got
shatter, but Zaid has been thrown about the deck and is unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
the
mean, it sounds like I got some cover in this motherfucking place,
yes, yeah, and the
and
bladder is
so
like deflating and dropping down to cover most of the wreckage of the deck.
yeah. Well, uh, I'm gonna hide in the thing. All I really need is enough space to kind of peep through a crack at people to do.
Yep.
It's probably the safest thing for me to do right now.
Yes, and
Is
you
is
probably
is
have been able. You can see that that Alora is down.
yeah, I know. She's just gonna have to chill for a second.
Mhm.
As we are getting overrun.
Yes.
Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, I need to do something to change this fucking tide. I mean, this giant here. I mean, how hurt does he look? He's taking some hits. This guy here.
He
Do any of them look real banged up or fucked up or anything?
Let's see. This guy's a little banged up. This guy's pretty banged up, pretty hard. This guy is on the ropes. This guy
Yeah.
is hardly hurt. But this guy right here is really effed up.
I've got a haste.
Okay.
I think that's the way to go with this. That would be a 3rd level magic user spell.
Yeah, and you got a range of 240 feet.
Yeah, and that gets up to 24 creatures in a 60-foot diameter. I'm pretty sure that hits everybody on the battlefield.
Yep. You could drop it right there and get the entire party.
Got to do it.
Okay. So you cast and drop a haste.
Let there be haste. Yes, let there be haste.
You drop a haste on the party. Goodman, you got 2 polar bears trying to ruin your day.
Yeah. God, it's rough, man. I've got to fight.
Yeah, you're
gonna
hasted,
just
so.
start this guy right here.
Okay.
And 20. Here we go. First attack. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
All right. So this is +3, which is 6. 6
Okay.
points of damage.
Okay.
I hit him again.
You bash your hammer into him. Your next attack.
I'm gonna hit him again. Oh, that's a 20.
That hits.
Yeah, so he'll take this is +3. That's 9.
Okay. Wait, you're using the dwarven thrower?
Yeah,
Uh,
this is +3 weapon.
yeah, but it does 1d6 damage.
Oh, okay.
Go
Did I
ahead.
roll 8s all those time?
Yeah.
Okay, so I hit him twice. Just
roll.
so that's 8 and 7. That's
Okay.
15 total.
Okay, this polar bear is really messed up.
Good.
He fails his morale check and immediately is going to run away. Goodman gets a free attack at +2
Does it now or is it his turn?
now.
All right.
That is
Well,
a
that's
hit.
yeah. So this is +3. That's 6.
Yes, as the polar bear turns to run, Goodman brings his hammer down and smashes its skull. Oh, I know what I need to do real quick before I forget. Let's see. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those motherfuckers. Okay. And 4 of those. Okay. There we go. Better. Okay. So, Jackson, what would you like to do? You, of course, have a polar bear in your face.
Jackson's gonna. I mean, he really got a lot other than a polar bear right in his face.
Yep.
I have to get through the bear to get anywhere else, so polar bear's gonna have to get it.
Okay.
Hit that 20. Hit that 20. It's a 20, motherfucker. 20. Ugh.
But a 16 does hit.
I blame him.
Yeah.
Yeah, jinxing
Probably
and
my
shit.
fault. All that. Shouldn't coach the dice. Yeah.
I don't need 20. I just need 18.
Oh, see, I got to go for it all, though. You know, I want you to get it all.
For
That's still a
9,
nice little.
so he just reaches out and stabs this polar bear right through the chest and drops it. Does Jackson want to move at all?
Shit. Okay. I mean, like, who dropped? Who fell? Was it Mavis or was it Alora?
It was Alora. She's like
Lord.
right behind you.
Okay.
There's still 2 polar bears standing over her body.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Alora. I'm gonna try and kind of move towards her and pull her back
Okay.
so that they don't go for like any coup de grace or anything.
Okay.
But I'm
Thank
trying to
you.
think like where would be the best place to pull her.
You've got the
I guess back
movement
towards
of.
like
Yeah, you could basically teleport. I mean,
Right.
you've got the movement of fucking everybody. You
Yeah.
are the mover.
But you probably
Can I do that while
I will
carrying her?
make
Won't I lose it?
I will make one DM I will be kind and make a DM statement. You probably want to do that with a fighting withdrawal so that they don't get an automatic attack at +2.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, was to not do it in like as I am just like running away. No, gonna do it fighting withdrawal. Okay. And I think what I will do is go back towards like where Peppermint is.
Okay.
So kind
Oh.
of put a little something between us.
Okay. So kind of do like that. Okay.
But you get a second attack, right?
Yes.
So you have to attack either the frost giant or one of those polar bears that was
Yeah,
next
these are
to
the 2
Allura.
polar bears that were standing over her, so you can pick one to make a second attack because you are hasted.
So like get their attack and then move. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
You
like,
have to do a
Okay.
fighting withdrawal. You have to fight.
So this is the other
Well,
thing. This is a nuance of another thing that I like about CNC. So fighting withdrawal doesn't allow you to make an attack. All of your actions are used in defense, and then you can move half away. A full withdrawal, you can move your full movement rate at your fastest speed, but they get an automatic +2 attack. That seems to make more sense to me.
mhm.
I mean, if you've ever seen, this is especially true of like old black and white movies, like Errol Flynn, movies. They do fighting withdrawals rather well in those. You never see them reach out when they're trying to withdraw from combat and stab somebody. They're always using their sword to, block, which makes more sense to me. But anyways,
It does. So
you-
then how about this? I used the first portion of my movement to do all that. Well, then, yeah, we'll do fighting withdrawal. I just fighting withdrawal because I don't want her to get hurt. It's more important to save her than that.
right.
And I will use other movement.
Yes. There you go.
He's going back there to stand the line like a fucking hero. That's what he's doing. He's a fucking hero. Jackson, man.
I am one with nature. I know the danger of these bears, and I will not let them kill my comrade.
All right, so go ahead and make
I
your
guess they're
attack.
not endangered in Braunhaven, huh? Like,
Oh, you're giving me the attack still. Okay,
Yeah,
this is about
I'll
the
let you make
attack.
an attack.
Is it because I'm hasted?
Yes.
Sweet.
You're all messed up. Okay. That is going to
That's
hit
still a nice hit. Yeah.
for 8. Ouch. And this polar bear makes his morale check. All right. All right, Borman, what would you like to do? You got a frost giant all over your grill.
Yeah. But I'm just not gonna give a fuck about that. I think want to use my armor of the Raven's ability to kind of teleport.
Yeah. You gonna do
Yeah.
an ethereal jaunt?
I'm gonna
hurting.
come right over here next to this polar bear and then I'm going to attack the dude.
Okay.
So it's like I'll use one of my attacks to do the Raven step, and the other one
That is a
to hit
hit.
with. Yeah, this would be +2. That's 10. 10
Okay.
points of damage to that polar bear.
So you come in and shiv the polar bear, and it drops to the ground, bleeding out. You get another attack.
Okay.
I mean, you could
I
take a
thought I had to
5-foot
use one of my
step.
attacks to do a raving step. Is what?
Oh, that is a good point. What did I write? Shit, I created the fucking thing. Here we go again, right?
Right. I mean, we don't have bonus actions or nothing. I mean, I'll take another attack now.
Hold on.
But
Let me take a artifacts and rocks. Page 129. This armor of the Raven. Ethereal jaunt 3 times per day. The armor allows the wearer to turn ethereal, appearing as though the wearer bursts into a flock of ravens. The wearer can instantly teleport up to 30 feet away from their current position. You know what's weird is that I wrote this almost exactly as they would write these stats in old school essentials for a magic item. And the problem with that is that leaves a lot to interpretation. So considering that I created it, I am the fucking last voice on this. I'm going to say that Ethereal Jaunt doesn't take an action. I mean, it doesn't take an attack action. It's something that you can do. So you could make 5 feet of movement and make your second attack.
well, I see no reason to do 5 foot of movement and do a second attack. I want to do something else.
Okay.
I want to use the Rod of Lordly Might
Okay.
and push Stud B to make a 60-foot cone, 30-foot wide at the end for fear. And I want to get this guy, and this guy. I can probably get in a cone without really.
Yeah, let's see. So I do a count, and I just checked these hexes are almost exactly 5 feet.
Right. See, I'm trying to do
1,
something
2,
just like that.
Yeah, you could get 3 of them. I would say this polar bear up here is so barely in it. We won't count him, but you can get 3 of them.
Then hell yeah.
So
Then all 3 of them need to make a save versus spells or flee in terror for
that's
10 rounds.
what I was looking for.
And I'm going to take a charge off the Rod of Lordly Might. I will show him my rod. Behold, my Rod of Lordly Might.
So let's do the frost giant first. He needs to get a 10 or better. Hey, he saved. Polar bears. Oof, that's rough for polar bears. They need a 16 or better. One of them made it. Second one. Ew, the second one. Run away. He takes off. Dentry. You can make a free attack at +2 because he is running in terror.
Do it. Hell yeah.
Oh, you want to run? How unfortunate for you.
That hits. Oof. And as the polar bear is like noping out, Dentry cuts it in half with his sword. Mira, what are you doing?
I feel like it's probably in Mira's best interest to go after a polar bear as opposed to a frost giant, because at least then it's a beast on beast attack as opposed to them things swinging one axe and she's cleaved in half.
Right, yes.
I've learned my lesson and I don't want to have that happen. But I'm trying to think which one is like. I guess I go for the polar bear near Jackson because like it
That's
have
what
to kind of
yeah.
like.
that's the one that makes the most sense for the beast to stand next to her man. But you know,
And yo, man.
we have thinned the polar bears out considerably, but these frost giants are scary as fuck.
Yeah, they hit hard.
Are the
Thank
polar
God they
bears
only
endangered now? Did we hit that milestone? You think?
Polar bears are now endangered.
Right? Yes. Now, next city you go into, you're going to be accosted by PETA members.
They're gonna be
Those
big
are
mad.
both hits.
hell yeah, fuck him up, fuck him up.
10 points. Ouch.
That's nice.
Literally just
Yeah.
rolled every possible number there. I rolled a 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Hell yeah, you did.
Mm,
That's
Well,
the
if nothing else, the
gambit.
dice roller is accurate.
Mr. Polar Bear makes the morale check and is not going to flee in terror from getting fucked up by Mira the Warp Beast. Mira gets another 2 attacks.
I
Haste.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Haste. Ah,
Yeah.
Savior of the Mirrorverse.
The
Hell yeah,
fucking
you got the vibe,
the
man.
cat's running
Yeah.
around with fucking cocaine on its nose.
Fuck
All
yeah.
twitchy and shit. That's a hit, and that's a hit. For another 10, Mira
Did it again.
shreds this polar bear and leaves it clawed up and bleeding on the snow. Man, I wish
Now
that I
make that
wish you
I'm
could
bitch
do
all
do
for the
behind
environmental.
that.
randomness of the numbers. I'm all for hitting the same random numbers, but in the same order too. The fuck?
Yeah, that's nuts.
You know, now I
You need
have
to
I
make
don't know
that
about
bitch
that.
back up.
to
You need to
look.
back your cat up with any movement, or she's gonna get crunched by a frost giant.
Good point. Good point. And then with that, Mira's like, "And save me, man."
I'm just looking through my. So there are objects that you can add, and I was hoping they would have like blood spatter, because this snow's got to look just fucking terrible, right? It's got to look like
Yeah.
a cherry icy machine just blew up all over it, or an icy machine filled with V8 juice just all over the snow. So Mira backs away. Uh, Frost giant. Well, they're gonna be fucking unhappy. Who have I not whacked? Yeah, there you go. Um, uh, this frost giant is going to take a 5-foot step and swing on Mavis.
All right.
Nope, wrong dice. 19 to hit.
That hit.
Okay, so
Damn it!
I've got all my hit points. I'm not gonna die.
We need to give you some
Okay,
better armor somehow.
I know,
I'll be
man. Do you
fine.
not use a magic shield or nothing?
16 points of
Um,
damage.
Oh, fuck.
I'm fine. I'm okay, really.
Okay, well, we don't want Mavis
Yeah,
dying because she wants to die.
Mavis is like, tis but a flesh wound.
Yeah.
The other giants, let's see. This giant's gonna swing on Dentry.
Payback, Ditry.
Nat
Oh
20.
shit! Fuck! Damn!
This giant catches Dentry right in the chest with his axe for 24 points of damage.
Hold on
Okay.
while I put that on my character sheet and cry a little.
uh, then let's see here. This frost giant
Whoa. Does he not take Avenger just because he nat 20'd
Oh,
me?
that's true. He does take it. He does take Avenger.
Hell yeah, he needs to
I'm
take it.
definitely revenging that attack. Give me
Yes.
remember that was an attack to revenge.
You get Avenger. That is a hit.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Nice for 13. Okay. So you
I can do
tag.
match damage too, punk.
Yeah, he catches you in the chest and you just stab him with the Avenger. This frost giant, he's the one that was throwing rocks. He's gonna huck a boulder at Peppermint. Ugh,
Mm-mm.
15.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, I didn't think that would hit her. So the rock goes flying over and splashes in the water over here, and then this frost giant.
Is he going for Dentry?
He's going for Goodman.
Oh, cool. Bring it on, you fuck.
14's
You're
not
not
gonna do it.
shit.
He swings
I'm
and
too small for you.
Goodman ducks
Yeah.
underneath the swing of the axe. Mavis,
And
what would you like to do?
I'm gonna drink a potion of serious healing.
A potion of what?
Serious healing?
Okay, yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Get back to an HP for that. 12, 13, 14.
you still get
Okay,
to
and then
swing your.
And then you get one attack.
does Gentry look real down bad or is he okay?
Gentry is at 54 out of 78. He's doing all right.
Oh, okay. I'll attack him. I didn't know it was like that. Let's see. Okay.
Get rid of the blood spatter.
I thought I would need to heal you.
Well, when this fight's said and done, I'm gonna need some healing, but right now I'm okay.
Got 15 to hit.
That is a hit.
Excellent. Okay. For 5 points.
Okay.
Something.
So Mavis
Hell yeah.
swings her warhammer and cracks this giant right in the knee. His leg kind of buckles for a second, and he's still standing. Dentry, what are you doing?
So let's see here. Jackson's got the one there. I'm gonna go out. Maybe some peppermint are there with Goodman. It's a 3-on-2. Yeah, I think I'll take on this one right here then.
Okay.
He's right in front of me.
All right.
Frost giant below.
Do it.
Your kind are a blight on this blessed landscape. Begone!
I don't know if you'd call it blessed landscape. This place has been bullshit since you got here. Everything wants to fucking kill you, and they're all giants. A 24 hits.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And polar bears are already giant without being giants. So yes.
Yeah, even 65% of the population are fucking giants. So, ooh, 13. Yeah, Dentry slashes the frost giant, and he goes down.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I still have more.
go, Dentry, go.
Yeah.
Well, now I'll just turn around and attack the one that's in front of Mavis because the polar bear is not the biggest, baddest thing in front of us.
Yeah, you can take a 5-foot step and go at it. Actually, I guess these are 10-foot squares, but that's okay.
And now you will pay the price for your abominable existence. Abominable?
Abominable?
Yeah, that.
A 16 hits. 6. And he needs to check morale. 6. He makes his morale check. Right.
I see they do make some brave ones in your kind after all.
Okay, so it is the top of the next round. I need to look at another book. Here.
What, reinforcements? Is that what the fuck you're gonna do?
No.
Well,
Worse.
thank God. What, worse?
Worse. Possibly. Okay, so did that. So, Allura. Let's see, that would be 2. You take, and this is temporary, so don't permanently remove it. But there's 2 points comes off of your con from shock and blood loss. If your Constitution reaches 0, you cack it.
Okay.
So bandages and the like will staunch that blood loss. The other way of doing this, they made this actually much simpler than the rules I came up with. At -10, you're permanently dead. So you've got another 7 to go. So
Don't worry. I'm planning on sending Borman over there. I'm gonna pour things in your throat and stuff.
don't worry, this is for healing.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap you a couple times. So drink it. Pour it in there.
This polar bear is the polar bears have had the shit beat out of them. This polar bear is going to attack Goodmund.
Goodmund, yeah. AC 21.
14 is a miss. 19's a miss. Bite attack. 15 is a miss. Goodman's just all over the place. This polar bear is going to move up and attack Jackson. 2 claws and a bite. 8, not gonna do it.
Huh.
21.
That is my AC.
All right.
Damn it.
Oh, wait. Let me double check that. Because I think I gave away the ring.
Yeah, you did.
No, that was Dentry that gave. Who gave away?
I think you gave it to one of the girls.
Yeah, Peppermint got something.
Yeah, I got a ring of protection. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, that's right. Jackson gave away the ring, so that might have dropped my AC by 1. Yes, I am at AC 20 now instead of 21.
Okay, so the claw slashes Jackson for 5 points. And then a bite attack. That ain't gonna do it. And Jackson, taking the claw actually worked in your favor because it knocked you back as it comes forward to try and snaps its jaws shut. Peppermint.
Let's do some damage. All right. And I'm going to attack this guy first.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, he's not looking good.
I got 13 to hit.
No, that is a miss, but you get another attack because you are hasted.
Yeah. All right, that dice went wild. Hold on. That's 23. I'm sure that hits.
That hits.
Okay. For 7 points.
Okay. So she swings the first time, and the giant kind of takes a step back, and then she swings backhand with her double-sided battle axe and cuts the giant's legs off, and he drops to the ground, bleeding out in a sloppy mess. Allura is still unconscious. Malachi.
I think if I hit that point right there, I can engulf all of those in a tale of lovely goodness.
Yes, you probably can do that.
Well, then they all need to make a. I need to bring the damn spell up. I'm gonna do the soul lightning
Okay.
on them. So that's necro spells on page 64.
They make a save for half, don't they?
Yep. Yep.
One giant fails miserably, like as bad as one can fail. The other
It's a save versus spells 1d6 per level. So
fail. Oh wait, no. This one of these giants will take half damage. This one will take half, and the polar bear.
it's 28. Half is 14.
The polar bear takes half. So let's see. The polar bear cannot take 14 and is killed by the pinkish purple lightning. This giant is blasted to smithereens, and this giant will take 14. And yeah, that is not good for him. He needs to make a morale check and succeeds. All right then. Goodman, what would you like to do?
Goodman is gonna push the right button. I'm just gonna step forward a little bit and be like, "Bring it on, you big pansy motherfucker!" And he's gonna get a +8 when it's all said and done. It's 26 hits.
Yes, it does.
Dwarven thrower, so +3 is 7.
Okay. You bounce the dwarven thrower off his chin, and it comes back to your hand. You can
Gonna do it again.
And
Yeah,
you
that's
get
a nat 20.
Max
So that's
damage.
9 points of damage.
Okay. You plink him twice. You're gonna have to do that again. Let's see. And it still makes his morale check. This is the dumb son of a bitch, is what this
Yeah.
is.
And that's the end of Goodman's turn.
Oh wait, this polar. I forgot about this. Yeah, he eats shit. And dies from the lightning. All right. Oh, and I need to. Hold on. 275. All right. Jackson, what would you like to do? You've got a polar bear in your face.
Polar bear gotta die. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, the polar bear's taking some beatings.
No, you misunderstood me. Polar bear gotta die. 19. Bye bye head.
That hits.
Bye bye head.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, yeah, Jackson swings down and decapitates the polar bear. You got another attack. You can move and attack. Another polar bear up here.
Is there any way to, like, instead of attacking, maybe go stabilize Alora?
Yes, you could do that.
Because I feel like that is. Or did Malachi help her out already?
Nope, he hasn't.
No, but I've got a. Borman is going to go pour a potion down her throat and hope that fixes her up. But, I mean, if you.
Oh.
You know,
No, if you're gonna use a potion instead, then I'll go attack.
I'd rather you take something off the battlefield if you're, if we're whispering and be like, you go get that motherfucker and I'll take care of the queen.
All right. A 17
That's
hits.
still, yeah, hell yeah. Oh,
Another 4. All right. Borman.
Borman has double movement, so he should be able to get to Laura with no problem.
Yes.
And he is going to pour a potion of Cure Light Wounds down her throat.
Okay. So roll 1d6 plus 1.
7.
So the first three replace lost gone, and then she is at 3 hit points.
Okay, thank goodness. Thank you, Borman.
All
Oh
right.
yeah, anytime.
Mira. Oh wait, Borman still has movement and another attack.
Yeah. I mean, I think that battle up there is gonna not a problem, and I'm hurt, so I am gonna bravely help Alora to her feet so she won't have to waste movement standing up.
Okay. So Mira.
Mira will join Jackson in the killing of a sacred bear.
Okay.
Because you got movement for days. Doesn't she have like naturally 40 feet or something like that?
40 or 50, one of the two, but yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It is. Warp is has 50 feet.
Yeah.
See, I knew it was one of the two. I knew I had plenty.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried. I was like, I have plenty.
A 17 hits, and a 7 misses. Five.
Now you got to do it
And
again.
then you get another 2 attacks.
That haste shit makes you work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
6 is gonna miss. Oh, she rolled a nat 1.
Yeah.
She kind of gets overzealous, and the polar bear gets a claw attack. Because
Damn it.
she goes kind of overcorrects and gets a 14.
Takes a -2 due to mirror, right?
Right, yeah. So no, that is a miss.
Thank God.
This
Right?
frost
It's hard to
giant.
keep track of who has the displacement ability and who doesn't know. I mean,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, there's so
there's a
many.
lot going on.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot going on here.
I mean, Mira has an AC of 15 anyway, so it would have missed, but
Right.
still, like, you know.
Right. Yeah. Instead, it was actually a 12. This frost giant's going to swing on Goodman with a 13 and miss.
Goodman will call out, "This is between him and I. Everybody else just watch."
Mavis, what would you like to do?
You don't have to. That's what Goodman says.
Let's see here. Should I heal Borman or should I attack?
Whatever you think you should do.
I think I'll heal Borman.
All right.
Okay. Let's do a cure serious wound.
Oh shit. Hell yeah.
I'll add 1 to this.
All right.
There
So
you go.
11.
For 11.
I'm at 28 now. That fucking's a lot better.
All
Okay,
right.
and then, oh yeah, I can only cast 1 separate. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Dentry, what would you like to do?
Gentry sees that there's only one giant left and cares not for the bear and goes straight for the giant.
Okay.
Did that provoke an attack or was it far enough from the bear?
It's far enough from the bear. Bear's over here. That's a hit. For 8. And so Dentry runs up and disembowels the frost giant.
Yes.
You have another attack. And you have double move, so you could get to that bear if you wanted to.
Only because it just wants the battle to be done. He will do it because he has friends who need healing, not
He
because
is
it's the
the
honorable thing to do.
well. I mean, he's the hardest hitter we got, pretty much.
I keep forgetting I'm on my horse and my horse gets attacks too, but oh well.
Right. That's true. And the horse is
Sure.
hasted.
Yeah.
There you go. Max damage.
Gentry wants to finish the fight.
Yes.
Good.
Gentry brings his sword down and again cuts this polar bear in half. And that is the cleared battlefield. All right. So over here, everybody sees down here the wreck of the Jokulsa. And of course the wreckage of what remains of the airship. Around the wreck of the Jokulsa, let me bring this up. Sure. Yeah. So this all along this shoreline. So this is the Great Inland Sea, and the salt water of the Great Inland Sea kind of washes up and freezes as it reaches this shoreline. So there's an ice shelf here, and it is like a very brittle glass-like ice that because of the salt water, it crumbles easily, but it leaves these sharp shards. But down here, on the wreck of the Jokulsa, it is evident that the ship has run aground on what look like these large, sharp volcanic rocks that are poking up out of the shoreline. And around the ship, you can see that the water appears to be boiling. It is in a frothing boil, and there is steam coming up off of the water all around the Jokulsa in a 60-foot diameter area around the Jokulsa. So, I mean,
Did this just start happening, or has this been happening?
this has been going on. So it is, out to here. This water is boiling and steaming. Which is, I mean, that's fucking weird, right?
Yeah. Borman would suggest that we, look for treasure in the giants, and then perhaps open a gateway for the priest here, and pretty much everybody that doesn't have an invisibility ring and the ability to be quiet. Yeah. Go back to the priest town through the portal, rest up, heal up, and maybe Peppermint, Borman, and Samuel stay here in a hidden capacity or whatever. And
So,
and everybody else go heal the fuck up.
so
Or Borman's
Samuel needs
only
some healing first before he goes then.
yeah.
everybody get.
I'm just saying, yeah, because Alora's really fucked up. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just
that's
saying,
true.
at least, yeah, just to at least spend the night and rest up.
He barely has any
Wow.
hit points anyway, though, so it's like I can heal her pretty quick because of that.
All right. So
Uh,
immediately the giants
yeah.
going over the giants. You find.
He rolled a 1.
So
That's the best, right?
you find that it doesn't get better than that. You find that the giants on one of the bodies of the giants, they have a treasure map that matches the treasure map that you're carrying. It's a little bit different because they're hand drawn, of course, but they were following a treasure map as well to this location. Now, also amongst the giants.
So I guess that didn't double the treasure that you're putting in there.
No,
Yeah,
but
that's sad.
the
It worked like that in a video game, but this isn't a video game.
right,
So.
right. 1, In the bags of one of the giants, you find another broom of flying.
Ooh.
Good. That's handy.
Right.
Hold on.
Maybe Mavis can get that one because she has the bad movement too.
This is
We're gonna use it to ferry people across things, like especially over the boiling sea kind of shit.
Oh yeah, we can do that. But I mean, it having one character be able to use it in the fight, can be really beneficial.
That's true.
You find it
So I mean,
in the shoulder bag of another giant. You find a small ornate box, and when you open the lid of this box, inside there are a bunch of strips of parchment that have holy text written on them.
Are we able to read up?
Yes.
I mean, holy text is all Mavis' shit, right?
Yes. These are inscriptions that are essentially prayers to the god Janus. Mavis can make an intelligence ability
Oh,
check.
fuck. Okay. There we go. Oh, I rolled under. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That never happens. I'm fucking dumb.
Hold on. I will bring this up for you.
He's like, this is the only magic item I ever read about on anything, anywhere. Pretty cool that I ran across it.
Mavis believes that this is a phylactery of faithfulness. And this is what it does.
I'm strapping your arm.
It's like the little notes that quarterbacks have. You just you open it up. Oh, it says this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can stop picking up so much cursed shit if we use this.
Possibly yes. It'll stop.
So all we have to do is imagine picking it up, and then it'll warn me if it'll mess up my action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it can warn you that if something will change alignment or piss off your deity.
Malachi will say that, well, I think a cleric would definitely do well to have a phylactery.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
no bad ever comes of having a phylactery. Let's see, and then one 89. Okay. Double check. Oh. Somebody must have one of these. Because it's already in here. You find a bundled up cloak that resembles, that looks like something you already, I'm thinking you must already have. It is this.
We do have a cloak of fight. It is in the bag of many shit that we have to deal with.
Yes, you got, now
It's
you got another
not
one.
given out. Yeah. All right. Well, times 2. Great.
Yes. Now, back to, that was the 7th roll.
Oh, right, because that's the one that makes you rest after you use it. Like, it's great if you
Yeah.
got to cover long distances, but not so good in combat.
Yeah, you guys got that like a couple weeks ago. So
Yeah.
anyways,
It's in the bag.
Everybody gets 2 percentage rolls.
Okay.
I feel like that could be useful for like recon though.
I got a 14 and a 56.
So the 14, yes, the
Then you're
14
right.
gets it. You find in their bags, amongst them, they have 5,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, I love it when we get that stuff because that means Brian has to record it.
What was the amount? I missed it.
5,000.
Oh man.
And let's see,
Oh.
Mavis, you got a 26. You find 1,000 electrum pieces.
Okay,
Hell
I'll make this
yeah.
okay, that wasn't enough.
98
No
to
way.
nothing.
All right.
And then Brian, you get 2 percentage rolls.
Ooh,
14 and a
Brian.
34.
That might be a double hit.
Nope, 34 is nothing. It was close, but
Ah,
nothing. But the 14 gets you 10,000 silver pieces.
Yeah.
so I guess when we're going to relocate for an overnight thing, we're now sending the porthole to Castle Braun.
And then the polar bears actually had some gear, bags and whatnot strapped to them, kind of like saddle bags.
Oh, pack mules
2, 3,
that bite.
everybody gets another
Um,
2 percentage rolls.
Okay.
You gotta have to roll really low for these.
How about a 22 and a 27?
Is nothing.
Wow.
Cameron gets 2. A 47 and 94 is nothing.
Whoa, Brian hit it with an 8.
Hits. The 8 hits. For another 46 silver pieces.
All right. It adds up.
Considering the quantity, we're probably just gonna have to open the portal and drop that into the castle anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So we'll just open the portal to the castle. I mean, because the distance doesn't really matter in this, and then everybody that really needs to go rest, and then we leave 1 or 2 or 3 people if each player wants somebody here, whatever, to hide. Just got to stay invisible. Malachi has 1 invisibility spell he can put on a motherfucker. You probably want to be quiet type person, but I mean, and we just wait. Have a bundle up real warm cold camp type thing, and then everybody else go and rest and heal. I guess the casters can dump all their healing spells off.
Yeah, who needs healing? Because my character's
Or, I mean,
Jackson and
pretty
Gentry both need healing.
yeah,
okay. I got
Goodman could use some, and Malachi could use a little.
I got
And
the 6 for everybody, and then I got
okay,
between Aurora and Mavis, I got 7. cure light wounds, so
All
altogether
right.
that's like a lot.
I'm doing my stick because that fully healed Borman.
Okay. So you both did the stick and then one more, right? So far?
This stick.
Yeah. I got one more for the stick
Okay.
on Borman, which gives him 2 more.
Okay, and then give him one spell also ensure needs, right?
Yeah. Borman is down. Let's see. Borman's still down 15. And there's another 4. All right.
Well, it's the add one also. So it's 5 and 7.
All right.
So we got 12 back.
All right. And plus, Borman is now only down 3. He'll get that back overnight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's in pretty good shape now.
Yeah.
Tree's down 19 and Jackson's down 8.
Okay. So
Did they
let's
touch
see.
the rod of healing us?
Yeah, that's after the rod.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do the entry. 5 points for the entry. Probably more than that. 5. So now he's down. How much? I'm
9.
sorry. Now he's still 9. Okay. Do one more. 3.
That's cool. That puts him at 6, so an overnight will probably do him good.
Okay, I got one more if anybody. And you said Jackson's down a little bit, right?
Yeah, Jackson needs some
Or
because
wait,
he's down 8.
We can
ignore this.
wait.
Sorry, this is the wrong guy.
Uh,
Oh shit.
we can wake that cleric dude up and
Yeah.
see if
Yeah.
he can
So
do stuff.
let me pull him up.
I'm sure he's feeling great. He doesn't need the fan anymore.
Right. Yeah. No. He. Yeah, he's got a cure serious that he can slap on somebody.
Ooh, I don't know if anybody needs all that right now, do they?
No, I don't think so. I think we got closer to all the way healed than that.
Yeah. We needed that before, friend.
Yeah, he was knocked out. He doesn't see. He's got cure disease. Cure serious. Neutralize poison.
Does he want us to deposit him back in his town there, or does he want to stay here and try to repair his thing?
So
What?
Zaid, he is terribly distraught. Kind of uh, not quite crying, but weeping almost at the state that his airship is in. But he believes that he can patch the airship, the bladder, and I mean, it's obvious that he's not going to be able to land it in water because it it took enough damage in the fall that it's no longer seaworthy. But he believes he can patch the bladder and get it back up in the air, and he can limp it back to Gunstein. But I mean, for your purposes, and let me bring up that map right here. He thinks that for your purposes, because it's going to take him a couple of days to try and get this thing airworthy. He thinks that for your purposes, once you're done here, it would be, in your best interest to go to the city of Via. And he says from there there are a number of ships that will ferry you across the great inland sea to Irenmund, which would put you closer to your destination of Olafsveller.
Mhm.
Right. Well, we appreciate the advice on that, and we'll take it into great consideration. I mean, the the other options are to go hit those other two villages and take a real roundabout way
Yeah, I
and
mean,
really get a feel for the area. If we were to get a real feel for the area metagame wise, we would get more experience and level up before we trigger fucking a lot of events that we seem underpowered. So I think we ought to grind it out here.
yeah,
Is what I say in a
I mean,
non
there of course
metagame
is
way.
Daniel and Islava up here and Isapa. It tells you that these like Daniel. It's just a fishing village, really. There's not much there. Um, uh, Islava the same as a fishing village. Isapa is a very small town, but he does tell you. He tells you that
Well,
Isapa. It is. Hold on here. Find it. So it says that Isapa is a large fishing town, and he says that it does see considerable land traffic of people that are traveling from Olafsveller to Budzimir, and then through Isapa down to Via. They do have smaller sailing ships, but they are mostly a fishing town. But he does tell you that Isapa uh, has tried to commit to shipped items between Isiasava and Arkadiza and Budzimir. They have not ever really grown very large compared to Vikaslav and Irenmund. They are the two powerhouses of trade in the Great Inland Sea.
well, what's up with this Vig War?
So Vegwar is the Arctic uh, domain and stronghold of the frost giants.
Well, we do not need to be going there.
Yeah, there's a lot of frost giants there. And he
Yeah.
says the frost
And-
giants. So he does tell you. He says Vegwar is currently ruled by a particularly cruel frost giant named Jarl Yegrim, but that the frost giants of Vegwar have a lot of internal strife, and it's questionable whether or not Jarl Yegrim will remain in power for very long. They seem to
and
switch leaders every so often.
and and the Eurowar, right?
So Jurwar
The
is the name of
yeah,
the kraken
beast.
that roams throughout the Frostholm Sea and the edges of the Dragon Sea.
Right. Well, I mean, is it possible that fishing village, you know, uh, either Danielle or even here? I guess this might be our place if we want to get more information on finding and killing the Kraken. I mean, that sounds pretty fun. Is trying to kill the Kraken.
Yeah, he tells you that. Let's see. He tells you that.
Did you just say it was fun to try and kill a kraken?
Well, do you remember that
I
sea
feel like we have different
monster?
definitions of fun right now.
But we had that sea monster adventure. You remember where we fished that motherfucker out with a fucking chain and stuff? That was fun. And then
That
we got
was
a
fun.
trophy. We got a trophy, you know? And I mean, God, I mean you're a big old knight. I mean, isn't that knightly
Oh,
shit
my
to
horse
do?
has
is
water
kill the-
walking shoes. You're right. I have
Yeah.
water walking horseshoes. You're right. We can do this.
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm excited for
We
it now.
We got flying brooms, and maybe if we get this son of a bitch to repair his fucking boat, we could take a big gay boat ride just right out there in the air
A big game.
and find the and then I mean we could launch from this air boat and kill the Kraken. Come up with a mantra, kill the Kraken, kill the Kraken.
So he does tell
you
you
know,
that Arkadiza and Budzimir, they are small fishing and whaling towns, and they've had some rather significant problems with Juriwer sinking their ships.
yeah, I'd like to kill a Kraken. I think that'll have a really good treasure table to roll off of.
If we fucking
Mormon
survive,
says,
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
But more immediate. So, are you guys camping for the night and then going to try to loot the treasure from the Jokulsa in the morning, or are you feeling healthy enough to just go for it?
man,
Do you think we might be safe on the ship? Camp on top of it?
I mean,
Maybe?
I think if we go on that ship and try to camp out on that ship, we're gonna fight something. And so, I mean, the question is do we think we can fight another one of the fights that we just had and be okay?
No.
And
Oh, we
and if
can't.
that's and so, I mean, it really doesn't cost us anything to camp. I mean,
Right.
we can
Let's leave.
we can use we've got this boat to kind of the hull of the ship is kind of here.
Yeah.
We can sleep in the hull
Yeah.
and put some bear traps towards some of the obvious ways in, and and we can offer our portal services to get old boy to get apprentices or shit from his town out here to help him repair his airboat.
That's true.
Okay. Is he into that?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't aware that you were capable of doing such a thing, and yeah, he would be very. He has seen mirrors like the one that you have, um, back in his home city in Erebachia, and he would be very thankful if you were to use yours to assist him in that endeavor because he can get more people. He doesn't really have apprentices or anything, but there are people that will help him, such as the dwarf that runs the inn or the tavern rather. Um, he can get some people that will help him work on the ship.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean that's the type of shit that makes people want to be friendly with a queen or her kingdom.
That's true. That is true.
So, I mean,
Okay.
helping him cost us nothing, and we only have goodwill to gain, which is really funny considering I actually contemplated fucking killing him
And stealing the
and
ship.
taking his boat.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but then I thought we're not evil.
Well, right. That's true. That's true. So if you're going to camp for the night, everybody can roll a d6 to add to any lost hit points. Thanks to Alora being with you. And while you're doing that, I will be right back.
At this current junction in time, Both my characters are only down 3 hit points, so I'm fine with that.
I am fucking good too. I am full on everybody now.
That's good.
Yeah, and we've got 3 uses of the thing. We can easily do a dump if you need to dump bag space. And did we have Mavis? Are you using the are you going to be the one that has the flying broom?
I should probably take it because I'm
You got that
athletic and
healing
now
ability. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, getting the healer around the battlefield is only good for everybody. Only good for everybody.
all right, I'll take the second room. That's cool.
I mean, we have these a couple of these cloaks we can toss on somebody, but when they land, they're going to pass out. So it's like bullshit.
Yeah, that's true.
The cloak seems
That's-
more like a recon thing. Like it would be good for your character to use if you were doing some like distance recon between all your sneakiness. You
Yeah.
could like, and you wouldn't have to worry about the broom being visible. You could like literally just be everywhere. Just have to come back and
Yeah.
rest for a couple minutes.
Well, we've got the
Like,
other way where all we need is one motherfucker. We can send 2 people and open the portal, and everybody step through, and we're all on the boat. That's worked really well on infiltrating castles and shit.
True.
Like if Borman and Alora flew over on a broom, and Borman jumped off and opened up the portal, everybody else could walk through. The only hard part would be Dentry and his warhorse.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
But if they're out camping and rebuilding the shit, you don't really need the warhorse on the boat anyway. So in theory, there would at least be activity and people to kind of hang out with your horse so we don't come back and find it wandered off or dead. So,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I guess you could ride it across the water there, but if it's boiling, how do you, I mean, you're going to take damage. Your horse is too.
it's weird because like I don't actually touch the water. I float above the water. So I figure like if I could do boiling water, so long as it's like, I guess steam damage is still painful.
Well, I mean, God, I mean, how much movement does the horse have if it's fucking hasted?
Let's check.
You're gonna get the horse all fucked up on him. Okay.
I mean, if we go from here right across,
Yeah, it'd be fine.
I
Their
mean, that's,
hooves are like really,
yeah,
thick and tough. They'd be okay.
you'll take maybe one round of whatever the fuck he's going to punish you for if he's going to do it.
Who's getting punished? What?
Well, try to
The
figure out how
warhorse
to.
has 40 foot in combat, 120 foot out of combat. So hasted, that's 240 feet out of combat, or 80 in combat.
You could make it on the boat in theory, right? Riding the horse, then.
I think so.
Yeah, you probably
Where's
could.
the boat that the horse needs to get to?
It's right here.
Whoops.
Yeah, that's 40 feet. I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say you could get to the boat if you were to ride your horse.
And I mean, he said that his horse technically floats above the water, doesn't actually touch. So we're hoping that negates the steam or the fire effect of the boiling water.
Right, right.
and then with 2 brooms, they could go over too on the same thing. And then when those people get to the other side, they use the mirror to open a portal to let everybody else come over.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So we'll have like a landing invasion, but Dentry is the hard one because the horse don't fit through the fucking portal.
Right. Okay. I see what you're
The
saying.
big ass war horse is too big to so
Okay.
and he's gonna ride that horse onto the boat.
Okay. All right. So Dentry rides over on his horse with the horseshoes of water walking, I assume, right?
Right.
And then was other people flying over on the brooms?
That like Alora and Borman can go together, and then Mavis and somebody else can go. Either way, when we get all over here, Borman will open up a portal to right there, and the rest of the party can step through. And that puts us all here on.
Okay. Well, hold on. So who's riding with
We can settle,
Mavis?
on the first trip over, maybe peppermint.
Okay. So
We can settle people.
So you guys fly over, and Dentry rides his horse over. Everybody, so Dentry, Alora, Borman, Mavis, and Peppermint make a wisdom ability check. So you want to roll under your wisdom.
Oh, I only need 1 dice. Sorry. So I did. I rolled my wisdom.
Okay. It looks like Cameron had
All the
2.
girls made it.
Yeah. So so Alora, Mavis, Peppermint, and Borman. I don't know. Brian? Did Dentry make it?
Oh no.
No. Okay. So everybody but Dentry. You guys, Dentry rides over, and of course, because Alora and Mavis have brooms, they land on the deck just ahead of Dentry, and immediately notice that as Dentry is riding his steed across the water and jumps up onto the deck, as he's riding across the water, the boiling of the water starts to get uh, more frothy. It's increasing, coming to a roiling boil. And all characters roll a d6. Well, no. Dentry, Jackson, Mira, Malachi, and Goodman roll a d6.
All the boys.
I got a 2 and a 3, so 2 for Malachi and 3 for Goodman.
Malachi is going to be surprised. What about Jackson and Mira?
Okay.
3, 2, 3.
Which one got the 2?
Jackson, not surprised.
Jackson is. Oh, that's right. He needs a 1 in order to be surprised. Okay. So Malachi is surprised, and through this roiling water, kind of coming up around the ship, you see this.
Well, that really kind of sucks. There you go.
Let's go back. Bye.
Yeah.
Let me put it. Yep, that's about the right size. Let's see. This is a Scylla. It has, let's see here. It is a 6-headed water beast. Wow, hold on, I'll read you what the description of a Scylla is, because they're better at it than I am. It is a sea monster about 20 feet long and with a rounded lower body, 4 large fins, a short tail, and 6 heads, each perched on top of a large snake-like neck. Scylla is gray-blue to dark gray in color with lighter shaded underbelly. Its fins are gray-blue to dark gray. Its eyes are golden or gray, and each mouth is lined with triple rows of whitish gray teeth. Scyllas can grow to a length of up to 50 feet. So this thing comes up through this boiling water. Also, Dentry's horse in riding across here. Dentry's horse takes 13 points of damage to the bottom of its hooves as it is riding across this boiling, steamy water.
It floats.
It's still stepping on the water, and the water is boiling.
I mean,
Okay,
I am
we're
not
both
stepping on the
fine
water.
now.
I am floating
Float.
slightly above the water.
Does it say that you're floating above the
I
water?
will point it. Look up horseshoes of the Zephyr, sir. You look it up.
Let's
Tell
see.
me my horse is taking damage.
He went and
No,
read
I'm
and
not angry. What are you talking
everything.
about?
I think you turn around once the horse was like ow, right? Like horses make it known in their opinion, don't they? Or do they not? Not really sure.
So right
Iron
here,
shoes, which when affixed, allow the horse to float slightly above the ground.
right, but it says water. The horse can move across water as if it were solid ground.
So that means floating
if.
slightly above.
Well, it does say the horse leaves no tracks. All right, so the horse won't take any damage.
Yay, rules lawyer.
But this thing comes up,
That was the whole
and
reason I did it. I was like, I float above the water, so it shouldn't burn.
it seems very, very angry that you are aboard its boat.
Malachi stands in awe and surprise and thinks it's amazing that it's more mad at the people on the boat than the people
right,
on land.
right. Let's see. Okay. Everybody
get
needs to
here?
roll initiative.
We're getting out of here, right? And then we're gonna go and like steam how to cope with this situation. I hope.
Well, I mean, you definitely have the broom.
Okay.
You're double brooming.
Mm,
We need to get one for Peppermint. Oh.
Well, she's on a broom with somebody, so she'll be fine.
Oh yeah, but I was meaning you know, everybody. That means all your characters would have their own broom.
Make a catamaran, make a flying boat or a flying platform that instead of pontoons for the catamaran, you just attach 2 flying brooms,
Oh yeah.
capable of carrying 4 people.
Yeah. Gonna get a grip on you just like the Quidditch snitch do. Just
Right.
get a grip on 'em.
All right. So
Fuck a snitch.
are all of the initiatives in?
Yep, so mine are.
Okay. Well, Dentry can stay at 0.
0.5.
Yeah, we don't have any. We don't have any zombies. So, all right. So, yeah, that was the weirdest thing. So Castles and Crusades does this too. That zombies always lose initiative. So essentially, you have. Well, no, it says more specifically they always go last in the round. as if they lost initiative. So, I mean,
That's why I wonder, because the sword says the same thing basically. Like I go last.
right.
Who
And
goes last? We both go
yeah, and
last.
this is a problem that I've run into uh, with um, with both CNC and with old school essentials, and basically any BX or Beck Me or even AD&D game. Is it's like, how do you decide who goes last? If you've got four characters that all go last in the round, I mean, of course, weapon
Oh,
speed is going to play, but I rule that in that case, player characters go before the monsters. Is the way I've always done it. Because I mean, you guys are supposed to be the heroes, and with the old school games, in particular, they're so much more lethal than fifth edition is. If it was fifth edition, I'd be like, no, no, we're gonna fucking have a roll off to see who gets to go first, because you're after third level, it's impossible to kill a player character in fifth edition. I mean, it one in 100 chance that somebody's gonna die, right? So no, I'll do a roll off in fifth edition. But even then, I was usually in favor of the players going before the monsters, especially if you had tied initiatives. But it's it is a black hole as far as um, giving direction to the game master on how to rule that in older editions. You know I've just decided that you guys get to go first. So you're over here on the shipwreck as these heads are coming up out of the water around the shipwreck. Mavis, what are you gonna do?
um, so I still got Peppermint on the broom with me, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna just zoom on back to our friends. Just nope out.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. so, so, so you're essentially doing a full retreat.
I think so.
Okay. So they,
Is it gonna attack us on our way then?
yes, but it's only going to do one. Um, your choice, Mavis. Who's flying the broom?
Mavis.
It's Mavis. So Mavis, go ahead and make a save versus breath. So save versus B. You want to roll over your breath save.
I rolled under.
Okay. So
Well, I'm probably getting knocked off
that is
somewhere.
going to be full. Well, you make it over here, but the
I'm
Scylla,
hurt.
one of the heads, opens its big snaky mouth and breathes hot, scalding steam, a cloud of it, on Peppermint. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Do that again. This way. There we go. Both Mavis and Peppermint take 11 points of damage from this hot, steamy, probably smells of rotting fish meat breath as it scalds them. Goodman, what are you doing?
First, I'm going to unmute myself.
That helps.
And yeah. And let's see. Come on.
So there is a there is a little Easter egg. Well, I guess it's not an Easter egg, but it is an explanation. So when you look at the big map, you'll note that even though there's a fjord there, so there's easy access into the Great Inland Sea from the Dragon Sea. You'll note that there's no Jurywere sightings that have been reported in the Great Inland Sea. Now you know why.
Goodman's gonna step right up there, and
Okay,
it's
hammer.
within 60 feet.
Yes, it
Hell
is.
yeah!
All right, you
So
can go ahead
Goodman's gonna
and
be like,
make your
"Ah,
attack.
that's a nasty turn of events right there." And
It's a big cluster of heads. Oh,
and yeah, +3,
yes, that
4
hits.
4 points of Goodman damage.
Okay, so the hammer swings out and clonks one of the heads.
I've got first blood. Ah,
So I had a question about that. It doesn't say. Interesting. Usually there's something for multi-headed creatures that, each head has so many AC, and if you deal this many points of damage, then the head is severed, blah, blah, blah. This is not like that. This seems to be a joint venture. It's all or nothing with the Scylla. So, yeah, you bang your hammer off of it, and it comes swinging back to Goodman's hand. The Scylla, man, what is the Scylla going to do?
and it's got a roll to even be able to see Borman or Alora because we both have our shadowy abilities with
That's
my
true.
armor and her cloak. So
Does not see Alora,
would
thank
not.
goodness.
and it does not see Borman.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So it's just Dentry there
So
in his.
congrats, Dentry.
Well, that's the one we want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably true.
I mean, he's the tank. Why would we not want the tank to take the hits until the tank starts getting outgunned?
It is
It's
going.
our job to kill it before it kills the tank.
It is going to make 6 bite attacks on Dentry,
Ooh.
because that is who he can
What?
see.
Do I get a repost on each one, or only one because it's one creature?
Only one, because it's
Oh,
technically a single creature.
Don't you worry, Big D. We're gonna get you.
All right. So first attack. That's not gonna do it.
Don't forget it's -2.
I did.
I'm just happy you said Big B and not Big D, by the way. For Dentry.
right.
Yeah.
19's not gonna do it. Third attack. 21. I think that's
No.
too shy.
Yeah.
21. 26 hits
Damn it.
Bird.
for 1d10 plus 3 for 5 points.
Oh, he's got a nastiness about him.
And last attack, nat 20
Fuck.
for
Damn.
13 points. This one comes down and just kind of grabs him, shakes him for a second, drops him back on the deck. And all of the attacks were aimed at the rider, not the horse. So Dentry, you get a Venger attack. That is a hit. For 9. So yeah, this head that clamps onto Dentry and just kind of thrashes him and throws him to the deck off his horse. As he throws him to the deck, Dentry reaches up and slashes a nice slice into the neck, the snaky neck of this head. Borman, what would you like to do?
Borman will whisper to Alora, sorry. You heal Big D and I'll assist him.
Big D.
And Yeah. Well, and then Borman's going to jump off of the broom and just kind of tuck himself right in there. And because he hasn't been noticed, I'm guessing I'll get a sneak attack.
Yes, I will give you a backstab.
Okay, and what is the base damage of a trident?
It's 1d6. They work as spears.
Wonderful. Gonna use the trident of submission +1.
Okay.
And let's see here. I get 1, 2, 3,
So
4,
just
and 1, 2,
just
3,
for
4,
so hold
5.
on. Before you do that, trident of submission +1.
Mm-hmm.
So on a successful hit, it would be demoralized. So it has to immediately make a morale check or surrender for 2d4 rounds. And it's got 1d4 plus 16 charge. Did we ever do that? Yep.
Yes, I have 17 charges.
Okay. All right. So make your attack.
All right, here we go. Sneaky. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit. You reach out to stab one of the heads, and now, three of the heads turn and look at Borman. Malachi, what would you like to do?
Well, Malachi's surprised, so he can't really do a lot of anything that would be combat related. But he could stand there and look pretty because he's surprised.
Oh, that's right. He's surprised.
So, I mean,
that's right.
So
Sorry.
God, there's stuff I want to do,
right,
but I can't. I just that's not.
What is
proper.
Mira doing?
Go hide.
Mira ain't doing shit. Mira's like, y'all are over here on water, and Mira's like, just like, wow.
Their ears laid back. So on
That's
Facebook,
about it. Mira's just.
So on Facebook, there's this woman. I think she's Ukrainian or Russian. She has she rescued a Black Panther as a baby, and has basically raised it in her house, and it thinks it's just a big fucking house cat. Okay. But the funny thing is, so this is a fucking Black Panther, an apex predator, right? And it hides around their property. They've got a fence, and it borders a field. And on the other in this field are a couple of horses, and the horses like to come over to the fence because they feed them apples and shit from their property, and they pet the horses. The cat is fucking terrified of the horses, and it will hide around the corner of their house and lay its ears back and hiss at them, and then kind of hide. And if she picks it up and tries to carry it over, its ears go sideways because it's terrified of the fucking horse. I think it's hilarious that this Black Panther is scared of the horses. Like, no, dude, you are a Black Panther. Those are food. Like, what the shit? So yeah, that's how Mira's acting. She's got her ears kind of sideways and is like, nope. What does Alora want to do?
She's muted.
She is muted.
Mutation.
I have a scroll of ice storm, and it says that one of the uses that I can do for it is to blind creatures within it.
Yeah.
So I think that would be good.
Let me.
Does that do damage too?
If I choose, so I can choose between large hailstones pound down on a 40-foot diameter area, dealing 3d10 damage, or driving sleet rains down and covers an 80-foot diameter area to blind creatures within it.
Yeah, it might. Hold on. Let me. Here it is. Yes, this is Ice Storm.
We're trying to get away from it, though, right? Or are we trying to fight it to the death?
I mean, I I think if we do enough, I mean, I think if we do enough damage, it will die. This would be excellent practice for the Kraken.
Okay,
I
I'll just
love
do
your
A then.
I love your plain logic. If we do enough damage, it'll die. It
Okay,
bleeds, right?
If it
do
bleeds,
this.
we can kill it.
Let me erase my ice storm off my list here, and I'll go with the 3d10 damage.
Okay, so let's see. It
3d10 is a lot.
Yeah, it is.
If it
Or
doesn't
it
get a
doesn't get a
save,
save or shit. It's 3d10 flat, and that's it.
that is special. That is a spell worthy of saying "fuck
Yep.
you."
Yes. That is holy crap. That is a big fuck you
That's
spell.
pretty fun.
40-foot diameter area, 3d10. Well, all right. For 20 points.
Nice and simple.
Yes. So yes, and this is especially good environment for this. The clouds are already there. They kind of swirl above you as Alora reads this scroll, and these large basketball-sized hailstones just slam down into the creature in the boiling water, and it lets out some hideous roars. Well, you still have movement, Alora. Did you want to nope out after reading? Oh no, no, it's a scroll. So yeah, you can read the scroll and then say, "I'm going to fly" if you want.
I think I should because I died
Yeah,
Yes.
recently.
I still have body aches from being unconscious
Yeah.
for 3 rounds.
Yeah, just don't get in the group, Alora, because that's there's a breathing monster, so you don't want to bunch up.
True. Okay. So Peppermint, what do you want to do?
I'll shoot an arrow
Okay.
at it. I'll do a +1 arrow.
Okay.
Hell yeah, that does +1 damage. That's beautiful.
I got 12 to hit, so I don't think I hit it.
That's a miss.
Damn it.
Okay. Sorry.
Arrow
No,
flies
it's not your
wide.
fault, man. I just
Kind of goes between
this-
2 heads.
uh,
Jackson. Doesn't Jackson have
Let's see here.
a
I have a crossbow. Like,
I was gonna say you got
like-
a +1 or 2 crossbow or something.
let's see. Let me look at what it is.
I have a +2 crossbow with arrows of Syllabane.
Yeah, you're right. It's a +2 crossbow of accuracy with arrows of. Nah, I'm just playing.
So yeah, you need to crossbow.
it's at least +2 to hit.
So here is
Yeah,
the
and
crossbow
5 to 80
accuracy.
are normal.
-1 range modifiers do not apply. So you can shoot at max range. It's basically it's got a scope on it.
Hell yeah.
It's not increased for maximum range, but you don't have to worry about the +1 range modifier.
Hooray!
All right, so yeah, do you want to move and shoot, or I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna do the whole not bunching up thing. That sounds like a great idea.
yeah. Let's see, a crossbow.
I can shoot at 5 to 80 feet without
Yes,
any.
240 feet is maximum. You don't get a -1 penalty. So, I mean, this is 48 feet. Crossbow.
Oh, so if I was
Yeah, so
slightly
you're at
closer,
short range, so you get a +1 to your attack. You look through the scope, and it's like really big, takes up the entire thing. It's a little blurry because it's near vision.
In my head, my player is wanting to retcon him. Like, damn it, why didn't I have mirror move? Oh well. Like, should have had mirror move, but it is what it is. So +2, I get a D20 +2 then to hit.
I'll let you move, Mira.
You are a gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah, I would think that she'd probably be back here behind these trees, like hissing it. Like, fuck that thing. All right, so yeah, go ahead and make your attack. You get a +1 to that for range.
The +2 is to accuracy, not damage, right?
+2 is to the attack, and then whatever bolt you're using, if it's a magical bolt, then that is applied to damage.
Okay. So because of my -1 dex, it'd be instead of a +3 because of a +2 weapon plus the distance thing, it's just a +2, right? It's a +2 crossbow.
So it's a
So it would
+2
be a
crossbow, but you get a +1 for range, so it's +3.
But then I have a -1 for my dex, so it should be a +2 total.
Correct.
And your +5 or whatever.
And don't
for
forget your
attack
THAC0 bonus.
Yeah.
That thing, yes. So +7.
Mm-hmm.
I think 7.
So I was watching a video. I think it was from Professor Dungeon Master, and he had done a review, and he was doing a review of the new 5e Monster Man, or not 5e, the 2014 Monster Manual, which, by the way, sucks. But anyways, he brought up another game, and the way they did it. So when you look up a monster, it'll have a certain number of red hearts. Each heart is, I think, worth 10 hit points. So it'll say, this monster has 5 red hearts, so that means it's got 50 hit points. And then it has, rather than, like, it's very similar to this with the THAC0 bonus, but instead it just says it gets a flat, they average everything. So it's like, everything averaged means it gets a +3 to all rolls. Or it gets a +5 to all rolls, whatever. And I was like, man, that is a way better way of doing it, from a BX standpoint, rather than all of these, because, so, the Scylla, for example, is a +9 THAC0 bonus, but it still only has a flat D6. It doesn't get to add anything for initiative, which I think is bullshit. But
Yeah.
you
look at the creature stats. I mean, that's it's gotta have a strength,
and like
intelligence, even if it's
yeah. Like I said, Castles and Crusades is kind of the same, except they use a D12 for initiative. But the the underutilized D12. Which gives, I like it because it gives a little bit more variance, plus or minus your dex. Gives a little bit more variance in the stack, but, this works. It's fine. So, is there any bonuses to that damage? 26 hits. Mr. Brian?
I didn't state before I rolled, so I will not add any bonuses. If I would have, but I didn't say it until I shot it.
Well, no, if you're using a magic bolt.
Okay, cool. If you're going to let me wreck on that, then yes. I will use one of my +2 bolts, because I'm like, this is a big bad thing. We need to take it down.
Okay, so that is 4 points. Your crossbow bolt strikes true and sticks in the neck of one of these heads, and that particular head kind of rears up and is like, Rah! And it wow, I make it sound like it's a monster from Space 1999 or Godzilla films. But yes, it roars as the bolt sticks in its neck. What do you want Dentry to do? He's off his horse and on the deck because that head grabbed him with a nat 20 and just kind of shook him around like a dog with a fucking chew toy and threw him down on the deck. So what does Dentry want to do? His horse is like rearing up and is all kind of pissy. The horse, Well, it's a war
Why am I
horse.
off the
It's
horse?
yeah, you are off the horse. It picked you up and spit you out on the ground. So you're on the deck. The horse doesn't have to make a morale check because the horse is a war horse. I mean, it's used to such situations. So you get to make an attack for Dentry, and you can make an attack for the warhorse because the warhorse is going to try to defend Dentry to the point where the warhorse's training would be to step between the threat and the rider. So you should really make the attack for the warhorse first.
Okay, will do. Sorry, I'm reading the warhorse. Okay, warhorse. I get 2 hoof attacks. I got two hoof attacks. Okay,
So,
cool.
so if you get a chance, Brian, and
Yes.
this is, I mean, it's not 100% applicable, but because we are still using old school essentials, but on the server there's a book called hold on, let me double check this. And I mean, for both you and Jackson, this really applies. Um, where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Network. It is in the Castles and Crusades folder, and it is called Mystical Companions. And it that book details specifically for the knight, and I believe the paladin, uh, war horses, and it even has like flying mounts and shit like that. But it really goes into how those creatures are going to act and react. And I think there's some stuff in there for rangers too. So you might want to check out that book. I bought it specifically with you in mind.
I will check
I
it
mean,
out.
I don't know what your new character is going to be for the second edition of Braunhaven, but I, knowing what I know now, that book was kind of a must-have, and so it's in there. I highly recommend just perusing it because there's some serious shit in there. So
Will do. I will definitely check that out.
what do
All right,
you
so I'm gonna
want?
have the warhorse do the 2 hoof attacks because that's what it gets,
Yes.
and then on Dentry's turn, I'll probably mount it again, jump back and remount it.
Okay. Tentry's gonna mount the horse. He's gonna do what?
Said what I said.
Oh no. Yeah, nine's not gonna do it. Wow,
Neither the 9 nor the 7, then, huh?
yeah, the horse only has a THAC of 2, a +2.
Yeah, it says it's a 17.
Okay. Well, the
Yeah.
warhorse rears up. It goes between Dentry and the Scylla, and rears up. Attacking with its hooves, but nothing really comes of that. The Scylla, one of the heads is stunned due to laughter. And so Dentry's going to get up and remount his horse. Second round, Mavis, what would you like to do now that you're safely on the shore?
I guess I thought we were running away, but since we're not, I'll use my big spell on
Yeah,
it.
big spell
Let's
it.
do a flame spell.
Gonna do a flame strike.
Yeah.
So he gets a he, maybe. I mean, 3 of the heads might be he's.
Save, right?
Save versus spells needs a 10 or better. 14 saves and will take half damage.
That's all right.
Still good damage. That's
Are we
still
still
a lot
hasted,
of.
or is that all
That's
gone?
that's a lot of damage. It's D6 per level. So I
Oh, we
mean,
rested, so it's gone.
gonna take 12.
The
Well-
25 saved for half. That's still a lot of damage.
12. Whoops.
That's okay.
Hold on here.
Big on there, but that's okay.
So the heavens part, the clouds from the ice storm kind of part, and this golden fire comes down from on high and strikes the Scylla. The Scylla, well, the Scylla did not like that. The Scylla is hit by this, and it maintains its morale. It really is. It decided that the Jokulsa is it. It belongs to it. It is its domain. So, Goodman, what are you doing?
Well, Goodman's gonna throw the fucking Warhammer again.
Okay.
Does 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit. The Warhammer
And then
flies out
and
between the heads and comes back.
he's gonna move kind of down over here, away from
Okay.
the crowd.
Okay. That's probably wise. Actually, give me.
I mean, yeah, and he'll say, "Don't bunch up, you fools! It's a breathing creature." Ah,
Whoops. No, that's not what. There we go.
I don't know. It's kind of engaged with Dentry right now too, so there's no telling.
So, the Scylla, 3 of the heads. How can I do this? I can't really do it for maximum effect. 3 of the heads, 1 each. Mavis, Peppermint, and Alora. I picked on Alora enough. Yes, yes, yes. Jackson, Mavis, and Peppermint all need to make a save versus breath. Well,
That's good.
Looks like Jackson got it. So Jackson will take half damage. Then Mavis and Peppermint.
Yeah, mine both made it. We're good.
Okay, so all 3 of you will take half damage. 3 of the heads, 1 each, blast scalding steam in a 60-foot line. You each take 5 points of damage from scalding
All right, that's not
steam.
bad.
No, that could have been way worse. The other 3 heads are going to attack. 1 will attack Borman, and 2 are going to attack Dentry. So
They'll take -2s against Borman and Dentry.
Yep. So on Dentry, 26 hits.
Damn it.
Or 1d10 plus 3. 5 points of damage. Second attack on Dentry. Ooh. 21 is a miss. And 1 attack on Borman. 18 probably does not hit. The jaws snap over Borman's head. Borman, what would you like to do?
Well, Borman's going to have to try to stab the son of a bitch.
All right.
With the Trident of Submission, 26 hit?
That does hit. So,
all right. This is +1, so it's going to take 5 points of damage, and then it needs
it
to
It
save.
does not matter because Borman reaches down and stabs it in its big bulbous body, and it dies.
Excellent. Way to go.
All right.
Wow.
That was a pretty big battle.
Yeah, well.
So,
And the cleric and the boat repair crew are over there just watching, going, "Wow, what the fuck? These guys are badass, Josh." And
so,
then Josh is like, "I'm fucking right. We need to get this boat fixed to get the fuck out of here."
so, uh,
Gentry is impressed at Borman's ability to slay such a large creature.
in the hold of the Jokulsa, right off the top, you find 400. You find they've that in the hold there were 4 mammoth tusks worth 400 gold pieces each.
Okay, so 4 mammoth tusks.
Yes,
Worth 400 each, you said?
correct.
All right.
And I'm doing my calculations. Okay. And you find 2 mastodon tusks worth 500 gold pieces each. Now the difference, of course, is that a mastodon tusk is maybe about 3/4 of the size of a mammoth tusk. Mammoths are much larger.
All right. 500 each.
And there were 2
Got
of
it.
those. 2 of those.
Right. Okay.
Um, and then that's all you find. The Scylla has no treasure. Fucking punk ass bitch tried to kill everybody, jerk around Dentry, and then doesn't have any treasure. So that's what you find for your treasure map.
Well, it was quite an adventure, at least.
Well, now hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, can we lower Dentry down in the water with his ring of water breathing and have him take a look and see where that creature might have been nesting? And
Yeah, basically it was. This was its not nest, but this was its home, its domain. Underwater, you just find ice and seaweed. But as soon as it's dead, the water stops boiling. It simmers down and goes away.
You know, local
Well,
people saw us slay that thing, and now the water is no longer boiling here, and people can do boats here, so it's going to pay off in like reputation, I think.
That's true.
we can is this thing too big to try to retrieve by tying a bunch of ropes and chains to it and pulling it up on shore? And
The Scylla?
yeah.
I mean, it's like 20 feet long, so I mean that's a lot of work for even what 8 people. I mean, 8.5 if
If
you count
anyone,
Mira.
if
Training the
anyone
cat
wants
to
to get,
pull on a rope.
I got 2 potions of polymorph stealth. If anyone wants to transform into something big and move something large, I don't know if we want to use it here, but I do have it. It's burning a hole in my pocket.
I mean, hell, Goodman will take one and we'll drink it on the very next big fight we have.
Okay, I'll get rid of the times 2 on my list.
All right.
I can always just use my potion of water breathing, take my sweet time and hack it up underwater and bring it ashore.
Bring
At
up
least
pieces
we'll
of
keep
it.
it for a while.
Or we could leave it. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this though? I'm not totally
I was
clear.
just wanting to put the skulls up in a neat little tribute that we kick some ass here, but
So
it's not worth a lot of resources just to flex. But as
Okay.
people here following these maps, we could leave that and maybe inscribe something on a rock that tells the story about how Queen Allura and her party, was led by the good Sir Knight Dentry, and then put like Big D in parentheses under it, slayed this beast, and have recovered its treasure. All glory to Queen Allura,
Okay, so
Queen
yeah,
of
you probably use
the Glostrian Empire.
blood. Some of it may be Alora's blood to scribe onto a rock your deeds. So it is going to take. So using the mirror, you do get you pull in. There's two villagers or two townspeople from Gunstein that agree and come through the mirror to assist Zaid, and it is going to take them about 2 weeks to kind of patch up the airship to get it airworthy to limp back to Gunstein. Zaid at this point is very adamant that it's going back to Gunstein.
And Malachi will cast the decay spell on the beast, but use its reverse so it will not decay.
So to preserve it, yeah.
Yeah, so it will lay there forever next to our monument.
Okay. just this, just forever, like laying on the bottom of the seafloor. Just okay.
I thought we dragged it ashore and have it preserved there on the shore next to this rock and the thing. So I mean, it's really cool.
Dentry, with your water walking, Dentry can roll a d6.
D6 Dentry.
So Dentry doesn't really know a whole lot what he's doing. The most that he comes up with is the 6 heads in various states of removal. Like they're not clean, but they head with a chunk of neck on it, and another head that not entirely intact, but yeah, he pulls up these 6 skulls.
All right, well that's fitting then. Okay, we'll camp here for 4 months. Hire laborers, this the economy in this little crazy remote area just like goes nuts because we discover.
So yeah, Zaid, like I said, he's adamant that it is that he's got to take the airship back, and he even brings up, he says, well, obviously there are some things that I've overlooked, and that I need to consider, So, but he thanks you for allowing him to do a maiden voyage and to test out the efficacy of his airship. What
we gotta give him the fan, I guess.
You want to give him the fan?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, so
I mean,
yeah, you can give him.
We kind of made the deal, I mean, even those shit things, I'm thinking if we give him the fan, he goes and makes the ship, and we can portal back here and maybe use his services again after it's repaired and up and running.
Yeah.
Because he knows that we'll stand by him and that we're crafty and powerful.
I mean you've had that for a long time, and this is the only time you've ever used it.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember giving it to you, and I'm like, how often is somebody going to use that? I mean, unless you're doing like a high seas pirate type campaign, like it's not a very useful item.
Right, but we fix his gunship and make it. I mean, his floating airship and make it more viable. So, I mean, that's good.
So, where are you going from here? I
guess. I mean, are y'all wanting to go up to this Vlagenschlau
by a castle
there?
Yeah, I thought that's where we were going next.
Yeah, guess we're headed there.
Okay.
And Dentry's got to roll for birds.
Yes, Entry or Jackson. You get to roll 2d6s. Okay, so on the second one, you can roll. It is a flat 2d6 roll because it is a +1, but your charisma is at -1. Is that right?
Correct.
So just roll 2d6. That's actually a good roll.
I hope it's an owl.
It is not an owl, but you
Oh,
do entice. Hold on here.
a bat.
A bat. No.
It's a mockingbird. It's going to talk shit. Everywhere we go, it'll be like, you suck.
We're gonna take psychic damage from the bird.
Yeah.
Hold
It
on, I'm getting it.
has the innate ability to do like a vicious mockery.
Yeah, a crow with vicious mockery. That would be quite hilarious.
Yeah.
You are able to get a normal hawk to start.
Yeah.
It comes around and is interested in the food and is of a friendly nature.
The camaraderie.
On here, putting it together. Go. These are the stats for a normal hawk.
Yeah. It is definitely purely for reconnaissance and nothing else because 2 hit points. Fuck that shit.
Right. Yeah.
But 160 foot of flying speed? Hell yeah. It can also be used to retrieve small items, I'm sure.
I would think so, yes.
That's awesome.
And as
You
a
know,
Vulge Beyond Ranger, you get telepathic contact with it.
Fuck yeah.
Uh, just a moment. Wrong.
um,
Mhm.
how about we cast bone armor on the hawk, and that'll give it an AC of 14.
Yeah.
And that's permanent until destroyed.
Look how fast its movement is, though. It'll be really hard to hit. Back on 19. Oh wait, that's not good. Crap. It's lower that you want with your Sacco, right?
What?
I'm
Oh,
sorry, I'm just talking out loud. Just thinking
okay.
out loud.
But yeah, Malachi will cast bone armor on the hawk. So it's got an AC of 14 now.
Okay.
Cool. That would also be terrifying to see a bone armored bird flying around and then swooping at
Yeah.
something. It's like, why is there? It would look just like a bird of bone. It'd be
Yes.
terrifying.
Like wearing a skull helmet. So you guys trundle across this Arctic plain for another 2 days before you come to the walls of a fairly large city, the city of Vyakaslau. And so Vyakaslau, uh, hold on. So this city is a port city on the shores of the Great Inland Sea, and it is up to the shore, surrounded by a 20-foot tall palisade wall. They're basically just trees that have been shorn and then the tops shaved into points all around. But there's a number of these gates that allow entrance into the city. The gates are open. There are guards that kind of walk the gates, but they're not charging an entrance tax of any kind. During the day, the gates usually stay open, and at night they usually shut them, keep out polar bears and the like. And of course, the guards are able to do a hue and cry should any raiders such as frost giants or what have you threaten the city. But the city is quite vast. In the middle kind of the city is Steinmod Keep, which has its own 20-foot palisade wall, and then that has two gates that allow entrance, and then there is the keep itself, which kind of towers over and can view most of the city from its tall towers and parapets. There is the Temple of Var, which is here, and the Temple of Var, the guards at the gate tell you that if you are indigent for whatever reason, not that you are, just if that is the case, the Temple of Var has a hostel. So they on their second and third floor, the Temple of Var offers rooms, not nice rooms. They're mostly common areas where you can throw out a bedroll and sleep in relative warmth for the night. But a lot of the city of Vyakaslau is actually takes place out here on the docks, and so part of the city is actually built on the piers and docks out into the Great Inland Sea. And they tell you that of the most famous of places in the entire city is here. The Dangerous Shark Tavern is a common area for people to go to. It is very popular with ship crews and the like. There's a number of inns that are available as well, all throughout the city. And the guards kind of send you on their way. The guards make a point of saying that Jarl Eskil Hafelston welcomes you to the port city of Vyakaslau. And I mean, this is a big, fully populated city. This is a little bit different than what you're used to in the Glossian Empire, because most of the cities and towns that you go into are a third of their population. Most of the buildings are boarded up because a third of the population died off from the demon plague. Doesn't seem like the demon plague had much effect here.
Well, all right.
And of course, it is probably early evening by the time that you make your way to the city of Vyakaslau. I think that this is a good spot to break. That's the other thing. There are a number of markets on the piers. So a lot of the merchandise that is offloaded at the piers, both international and local, is offloaded of the boats and sold directly in the markets. So, if you're looking for almost anything, It can probably be found on the piers of Fiacasla.
Yeah, we should check that out.
Man,
Oh.
we should spend a few days here. You know, I mean,
It's
this
big.
town has lots of vaults and safes, architecture that we could
I knew it.
investigate.
I knew it.
This
Do not rob the place on day one.
this building, this large building here, is the most popular inn in all of Viacastle, and it is called the Bald Mastodon. And it is a large two-story building that offers some of the best room and board available. They are a little bit more expensive than you might be used to, but it is the best inn available in the city.
That's where we would want to go.
Yeah, it's not like you guys are broke. So, let's go ahead and divvy up some XP. This is a good spot to break. So, let's see here. What are we looking at?
I mean, we got royalty and shit in our party. I mean, we should definitely go to the.
Uh-huh. We can afford it for sure.
Yeah.
It is looking like... Probably help if I could fucking type. Each character gets 1,798 XP.
All right.
That's something. We need something big. You know, we've got to find a big score where we all get like 10K or more apiece. It's going to take a lot.
Right. Yes.
I think we've gotten 8,000 in one game. That was like an anomaly.
Yes, that was really, really good rolls on the treasure tables. Is what that was.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will pick this up next week at 12 o'clock PST on Saturday.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, sir. Appreciate you very much.
You are
Had a
very
lot of
welcome.
fun.
All right. I will see you
Have
guys
a good
next
night.
week.
See y'all next week. Take care.
Have a good one, guys.